Have you ever wondered if something as simple as your bedtime routine could be silently affecting your health? What if those seemingly harmless habits you do every night are actually taking a toll on your well-being, especially if you're over 70? It's time to rethink your nightly habits because what you're doing after the sun goes down might be more dangerous than you realize. Tonight, we're going to uncover 4 bedtime habits that could be quietly destroying your health, and you might be doing them without even knowing. Yes, even the smallest things you do right before bed could be pushing you toward health problems. Some you might not even feel until it's too late. And in this video, we're not just talking about minor inconveniences. We're talking about serious health risks that can affect your quality of life. Now, you might be thinking, but I've always done it this way. Is it really that bad? The truth is, your body changes over time, and what worked for you years ago may no longer be the best choice for your health. And when it comes to sleep, one thing is clear: as we age, we need to be more mindful of how we treat our bodies during those crucial hours of rest. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what habits to avoid to protect your health and sleep better. Because let's face it, good sleep is the foundation of good health. Whether it's your immune system, memory, or even your heart, your bedtime routine plays a much bigger role than you think. And if you're not paying attention, you could be putting yourself at risk for a variety of health issues. We'll go over the 4 most common mistakes seniors make before bed. And trust me, these are things most people don't even realize are harmful. From the way you set up your evening to the foods you eat, every detail matters. In this video, you'll learn not just what you should avoid, but also the simple changes you can make to turn your nightly routine into a powerful tool for improving your health. These aren't complicated fixes, just small, simple changes that can make a world of difference. So if you want to ensure you're getting the rest you need and protecting your long-term health, stick around. You won't want to miss what's coming up because the truth might just surprise you. Don't wait until tomorrow to start making changes. Let's dive into the habits that could be harming your health right now. Stay with us till the end to discover how you can sleep smarter, feel better, and take control of your health tonight. Before we talk about the importance of a consistent bedtime routine, let's first take a look at what happens when you don't have one. Many seniors tend to skip winding down properly before bed, and while it might seem harmless at first, this lack of consistency can cause significant disruptions to your sleep cycles. When your body doesn't have a predictable pattern, it's harder for it to recognize when it's time to sleep. Our bodies thrive on consistency, and without it, we lose the ability to fully relax and prepare for rest. Your body has its own natural rhythm, but if you're not giving it the right signals, it becomes difficult to get quality sleep. Without a routine, your mind stays alert, your heart rate stays elevated, and your body doesn't get the cues it needs to unwind. This can leave you tossing and turning even after you're in bed. And the more frequently this happens, the harder it becomes to get that deep, restorative sleep that's so vital for good health. Lack of consistent sleep patterns over time can have a far-reaching impact on your health. First and foremost, sleep is directly linked to your cognitive function. When you don't sleep well, your brain doesn't get the chance to recharge and process the information it's gathered throughout the day. This can lead to memory problems and make it harder to focus. You might notice that you forget things more easily, or you feel less sharp in the mornings. That's because quality sleep is essential for your brain to solidify memories and clear out waste products that accumulate during the day. And it doesn't stop there. Poor sleep can also have a major impact on your mood. If you're not resting properly, you're more likely to feel irritable and anxious. Small things that wouldn't normally bother you can suddenly feel overwhelming, which can add unnecessary stress to your life. Over time, chronic stress from poor sleep can increase your risk of heart disease and other cardiovascular issues. Sleep is the body's natural way of lowering stress, so when you deprive yourself of it, your body is in a constant state of tension. But perhaps one of the most concerning effects of poor sleep is the toll it takes on your immune system. When your body doesn't get enough rest, it doesn't have the energy to fight off infections. This leaves you more vulnerable to colds, flu, and other illness. And because the immune system becomes weaker with age, seniors are especially at risk when they're not getting consistent, high-quality sleep. Now, you might be thinking, how do I fix this? The answer is simpler than you think. Establishing a calming pre-sleep routine can do wonders. You don't need to make drastic changes, just small adjustments that signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Something as simple as reading a book or doing some light stretching can help ease your body into a more restful state. These activities are calming and allow your mind to shift from the stress of the day to a peaceful, restful mindset. The key is consistency. By doing the same things every night, you train your body to recognize when it's time to sleep, making it easier to fall into a deep, uninterrupted rest. It's not about creating a perfect routine. It's about finding something that works for you and sticking with it. Whether it's enjoying a warm cup of tea, practicing deep breathing, or journaling, these simple rituals can help ensure that your body knows when to shut down for the night. Before we dive into the next habit, let's talk about something that's become a major part of our nightly routine: electronics. Whether it's scrolling through your smartphone, watching TV, or checking emails on your tablet, many of us end our day glued to a screen. While it might feel like a way to unwind, this habit could actually be making it harder for you to fall asleep, especially as you get older. The reason electronics are a problem is that they emit a type of light called blue light. This light is similar to daylight and can interfere with your body's natural ability to wind down at night. You see, when your body prepares for sleep, it produces a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin is like your body's natural sleep aid. It signals to your brain that it's time to relax and get ready for rest. However, blue light from electronics disrupts this process by blocking melatonin production. When you're exposed to blue light before bed, your body thinks it's still daytime, making it harder to fall asleep. It's not just the blue light itself that's harmful. The act of using electronics before bed can also make your mind more active and alert. Many of us check our phones for messages or emails, or we get caught up in watching shows and videos. These activities keep our brains engaged, even when we're supposed to be winding down. The more you interact with your devices, the more your mind stays active, making it even more difficult to switch gears and relax enough for sleep. The impact of using electronics right before bed goes far beyond just feeling restless for a few hours. Poor sleep has serious consequences for your health, especially as you age. For one, lack of sleep is directly linked to mood disturbances. People who don't get enough rest tend to feel more irritable, anxious, or even depressed. Over time, these mood swings can deepen, leading to more severe mental health issues. In fact, research has shown that chronic poor sleep is a key risk factor for depression. But it doesn't stop there. Not getting enough sleep, or getting poor quality sleep, can significantly increase the risk of developing chronic diseases, especially for seniors. One of the most notable risks is the development of type 2 diabetes. When you don't sleep well, your body's ability to regulate blood sugar becomes impaired. Sleep deprivation can lead to insulin resistance, which is a major contributor to diabetes. Even if you don't have diabetes yet, regularly poor sleep can push you closer to developing it over time. Another health concern related to poor sleep is cardiovascular disease. Studies have found that inadequate sleep is linked to an increased risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. When you don't get the sleep you need, your body is in a state of constant stress, which can increase inflammation and raise blood pressure. These factors make it harder for your heart to stay healthy and can contribute to long-term damage to your cardiovascular system. On top of these risks, lack of sleep can also affect your immune system. During sleep, your body gets a chance to repair itself and strengthen its defenses. Without enough sleep, your immune system becomes weakened, making you more susceptible to colds, flu, and other illnesses. Seniors in particular are more vulnerable to infections, as their immune systems naturally decline with age. So if you're not getting enough sleep because you're using electronics too late, you could be leaving yourself exposed to more health threats. You might be thinking, but I enjoy watching my favorite shows or catching up with friends before bed. How can I stop using my devices? The good news is, you don't have to cut out electronics completely, but you do need to create boundaries. One simple solution is to set a tech curfew for yourself. At least 30 minutes before bed, turn off all electronics. No phones, no tablets, no TV. This gives your body a chance to wind down without the interference of blue light and mental stimulation. Instead of staring at a screen, you could replace your tech time with activities that help relax your mind and body. For example, reading a physical book or listening to calming music can be an excellent way to ease into sleep. Activities like gentle stretching or meditation also help prepare your body for rest and make it easier to drift off. If you can't resist the urge to check your phone, consider using night mode or blue light filter settings, which are available on most devices. These settings reduce the amount of blue light emitted, making it easier for your body to produce melatonin. However, while this can help, it's still important to stop using the devices altogether before bed to give your mind and body the best chance to rest. Remember, the goal isn't to create a stressful or rigid routine, but to find a healthy balance that works for you. The simple act of setting a time to stop using electronics can help you reset your sleep habits, and with time, you'll notice the difference in how well you sleep. A small change, like putting down your phone and turning off the TV earlier in the evening, can make a huge impact on your overall health. So the next time you're tempted to scroll through social media or catch up on a TV show before bed, remember the importance of letting your body wind down naturally. Turning off electronics 30 minutes before bed can be one of the easiest and most effective changes you make for better sleep, improved mood, and a healthier life. Before we dive into the next habit, let's talk about something that many of us might do without even thinking: eating heavy meals late at night. It might feel like a simple way to end the day, but eating large or rich meals just before bed can lead to some serious consequences, especially as we age. When you eat a big meal late in the evening, your body faces a challenge. The digestive system works best when you're upright and active, but when you lie down right after eating, your body's ability to process the food diminishes. Lying flat puts more pressure on your stomach, and your digestive system becomes less efficient at breaking down food. As a result, food and stomach acids can travel back up into your esophagus, leading to acid reflux. You may feel that uncomfortable burning sensation in your chest, or even experience regurgitation, which can make it difficult to fall asleep. But it's not just acid reflux that can cause problems. Eating a heavy meal too late can leave you feeling bloated, uncomfortable, and even physically restless. When you're lying down with a full stomach, your body is still working hard to digest, which can disrupt your ability to relax and fall into a deep, restful sleep. Instead of rejuvenating, your body is distracted by the digestive process, and you end up tossing and turning, unable to get the restful sleep you need. Over time, the effects of eating late at night can add up. Chronic acid reflux, or indigestion, can cause long-term damage to the esophagus and increase the risk of developing more serious gastrointestinal issues. But that's not all. When you consistently eat large meals late at night, it can contribute to weight gain. If you're eating too close to bedtime, your body doesn't have the chance to burn off those calories before you fall asleep. As your metabolism slows during sleep, those extra calories are more likely to be stored as fat. The health risks don't stop there. Regularly eating heavy meals late at night has been linked to increased heart disease risk. Studies have shown that late-night eating can contribute to higher blood pressure and cholesterol levels, both of which are major contributors to heart disease. When your digestive system is overworked, it can place extra strain on your body, particularly your cardiovascular system. And with age, the heart becomes more vulnerable to these stresses. So it's important to be mindful of when and what you eat, especially before bed. So what can you do to avoid these problems? The simplest solution is to give your body enough time to properly digest food before lying down. Try to make your last meal of the day at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your digestive system the time it needs to break down the food and prevent discomfort. If you're prone to acid reflux or indigestion, this will be a huge help in keeping those symptoms at bay. Another tip is to avoid heavy, greasy foods before bed. Meals that are high in fat or too rich can take much longer to digest, leading to more discomfort and digestive strain. Instead, opt for lighter meals that are easier on your stomach, like lean proteins, vegetables, or whole grain. If you're still hungry before bed, a small snack like a handful of nuts or a piece of fruit can be a much better choice than a large, rich meal. By making small changes to your evening eating habits, like eating earlier and choosing lighter foods, you can improve your digestion and sleep quality. These adjustments not only help you sleep better, but also contribute to better overall health, reducing your risk of acid reflux, weight gain, and heart problems. So next time you're thinking about having that late-night snack, remember how important it is to allow your body to fully digest before heading to bed. It's a simple change that can have a big impact on your health. Before we move on, let's talk about one of the most important factors for a good night's sleep: your sleep environment. It's something many seniors often overlook, but your bed and the conditions surrounding it can have a huge impact on your. If your mattress is old and worn out, your pillows uncomfortable, or your bedroom filled with too much light or noise, it could be disrupting your sleep without you even realizing it. When your sleep environment isn't set up to support you, it can make getting a restful night's sleep much harder. A worn-out mattress, for example, doesn't provide the proper support for your body. Over time, this can lead to aches and pains, especially in the back, hips, or joints. If your mattress is too soft or too firm, it can cause your spine to misalign while you sleep, resulting in back pain or stiffness when you wake up. The same goes for pillows. If they don't support your neck and head properly, it can lead to discomfort and even chronic neck or shoulder pain. And it's not just about physical discomfort. When your body isn't supported properly, your quality of sleep suffers. Tossing and turning throughout the night, trying to find a comfortable position, doesn't allow you to reach the deep, restorative stages of sleep your body needs. You may wake up feeling just as tired as you did when you went to bed, and this can make you more susceptible to feeling groggy, irritable, or even anxious during the day. But the problems don't end there. If your bedroom is too bright, noisy, or too hot or cold, it can also interfere with your ability to sleep well. Light is one of the biggest disruptors of sleep. Even a small amount of light, such as from street lights outside or a bright clock, can confuse your body's internal clock and make it harder to fall asleep. The same goes for temperature. If your room is too hot or too cold, your body struggles to relax and get comfortable, making it harder to drift off. And then there's no, whether it's outside traffic, a partner snoring, or a ticking clock, any kind of constant noise can prevent you from getting the deep, undisturbed sleep you need. When your sleep is interrupted, your body never fully gets the chance to repair itself, leaving you feeling drained and less focused the next day. Now, let's talk about how to fix this. The good news is, it doesn't take much to create a more comfortable sleep environment. First, make sure your mattress and pillows are supportive and comfortable. If your mattress is more than 7-10 years old, it might be time to replace it. Look for one that provides adequate support for your body, and make sure your pillows properly align your neck and head to prevent stiffness and pain. You don't need the most expensive mattress, just one that helps you sleep without discomfort. Next, consider the temperature of your room. Aim for a cool, comfortable environment, as this can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Most experts recommend a bedroom temperature between 60. If your room is too hot or too cold, adjust the thermostat, use a fan, or switch to lighter bedding to help regulate your body temperature. Light is another easy fix. Try to keep your room as dark as possible by using blackout curtains or shades to block out street lights or early morning sunlight. If complete darkness isn't an option, consider using a sleep mask to block out any light that might interfere with your rest. Finally, reduce noise as much as possible. If you can't control external sounds, consider using earplugs or a white noise machine to help mask any disruptive noise. This will allow your mind and body to relax without constant interruptions. By making these small changes to your sleep environment, you can significantly improve the quality of your rest.
It's all about creating a space where your body feels supported and comfortable, allowing you to drift off into deep, restorative sleep. So if you're waking up with aches and pains, or feeling groggy despite a full night's sleep, it might be time to reassess your sleep environment. A few simple adjustments could make all the difference for your health and well-being. Before we wrap up, let's touch on one more important habit that many seniors struggle with: stressing over tomorrow. It's something that seems so common, especially when we have a lot on our minds, or when we're feeling overwhelmed by the tasks ahead. But laying in bed, worrying about what's coming next, can have a bigger impact on your sleep and overall health than you might think. When you're lying in bed, thinking about everything you need to do the next day, it's easy for your mind to start racing. The more you think about what's coming up, the more stressed you become. Unfortunately, this stress doesn't just keep you awake. It can also make it much harder for you to fall into deep, restful sleep. Your body becomes alert and tense, and instead of winding down, your mind stays active. You might find yourself tossing and turning, unable to quiet your thoughts, and before you know it, hours have passed and you still haven't slept. This constant cycle of stress before bed can create a vicious pattern, where you start to associate bedtime with anxiety and restlessness rather than relaxation. The danger of stressing over tomorrow doesn't stop at poor sleep. Chronic stress is a well-known trigger for many health problems, and it can affect both your body and your mind. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol, which prepare you for a fight or flight response. While this is useful in stressful situations, constant stress means your body is in a heightened state all the time, which can increase your risk of serious health issues. Long-term stress is strongly linked to heart disease, high blood pressure, and even stroke. For seniors, this added strain on the cardiovascular system can be particularly dangerous. But it's not just the body that suffers. Stress also takes a toll on your mental health. The more you worry about tomorrow, the more your mind starts to spiral, which can contribute to feelings of anxiety and even depression. Over time, this constant mental strain can affect your cognitive function, making it harder to think clearly or remember things. Mental decline is a common concern as we age, and chronic stress can accelerate the process, making it even harder to manage day-to-day activities or stay sharp. Now, how do you break the cycle of stress before bed? The key is to create a calming ritual that helps your mind wind down and release those worries. One simple and effective solution is to incorporate relaxation techniques before bed. For example, deep breathing exercises can be incredibly helpful in calming your mind and body. Try taking slow, deep breaths in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 4, and then exhale through your mouth for a count of 4. This simple act of focusing on your breath signals to your body that it's time to relax. Another technique that works for many people is journaling. Writing down your thoughts can help you release any worries or stresses about the day ahead. You don't need to write anything elaborate, just jot down your thoughts or create a to-do list for tomorrow. By putting your worries on paper, you allow your mind to let go of them and shift your focus toward relaxation instead. The key is to make these relaxation techniques part of your evening routine so that your mind knows it's time to shift from stress to calm. If you can take just a few minutes to focus on your breath or write down your thoughts, it can make a huge difference in helping you fall asleep faster and more peacefully. By practicing these simple techniques, you'll start to create a more peaceful bedtime routine that helps you manage stress and prepares your mind for rest. Instead of lying awake, anxious about tomorrow, you'll be able to let go of your worries and allow your body to relax into a restful, restorative sleep. So there you have it, 4 bedtime habits that might be silently destroying your health after 70. Skipping your bedtime routine, using electronics, eating too late, and not having a comfortable sleep environment. These small habits can have a big impact on your overall well-being. But the good news is that by making simple adjustments, you can improve your sleep and protect your health for years to come. Take a moment to reflect on your current bedtime routine. Are any of these habits creeping into your nightly routine? If so, it's time to make a change. Whether it's turning off electronics earlier, eating your last meal a bit sooner, or making sure your bedroom is the perfect sleep environment, even small changes can lead to big improvements. Remember, Your health doesn't have to decline with age, but it does require some effort. Start tonight and you'll be on your way to a better tomorrow. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for more tips on how to stay healthy and feel your best. Take care of yourself and sleep well tonight.